Fun. Mike Hughes, who writes for MikeHughes.tv, he's totally wired in to the show business world in New York and Hollywood. He also writes for the Lansing State Journal at lsj.com. He's on the other end of our line. Good morning to you.
Good morning. And, the one thing I'm not that wired into is your show that you're going to be on tonight at 10 o'clock. So I'll be as interested as everyone else. I haven't had a chance to see it. Have you had a chance to see it yet or not?
I have not had a chance to see it. It's on 10 o'clock tonight on the TLC, the Learning Channel.
And the thing we always point out about that is that puts you on the same channel as Kate Goslin, LA Inc., American Chopper, Cake Boss, Hoarders, and Strange Sex. So you're in good company there.
Hey, I'm big time now. I'm nationwide on TLC tonight at 10 o'clock. And it's funny that you say you haven't seen the episode because I haven't told anybody what the story is or what the show is or anything like that. But it's at 10 o'clock tonight on TLC. And I was asking for a copy, an advance copy of the program to see it. And they said there are no copies available. And I said, come on, there has to be a copy available. Yeah. Do you know that they sent me a piece of video yesterday at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. They wanted to identify someone in the video.
Yeah.
And they said, we need to know who this is. They're still making the darn thing today, and it airs on the network tonight.
Isn't that interesting? They really put some of these together at the last second. This is a big cable industry to put down nonfiction and so forth. I mean, let's tell people at least we know the title was Left at the Altar, and that's interesting. And it's a true story that happened to you. And what year did it happen to you?
Oh, about 9 years ago.
Okay. And
in Ireland.
Yeah, in Ireland. What was the experience like to do the interview? Like, how long were the people there filming you and things like that?
Oh, it was extensive. They sent a crew here to Lansing in our studio. They set up lights. I mean, we have TV lights, but they brought their own lights. They did makeup, the whole 9 yards. They interviewed me for I think 3 hours.
Oh,
longer than that, maybe 5 hours, Amanda says. And then they shot me walking up and down the street and all the B-roll sorts of things. And then they left, and I said, wow, am I glad that's over. That was like, because they wanted to know every little detail of this incident that took place in Ireland. And it made national news at the time, but now it's making the Learning Channel. And then about a week later, they called and said, we had a problem with the tape. Can we come back and do it again? I said, the problem with the tape? Yeah, the tape was corrupted. But here's the part that got me suspicious. They sent a different reporter this time. And they shot it at a different location. And when I got there, they said, we don't want you to have your tie and jacket. We want you to look a little more casual. And I said, I know what's going on here. I said, there was no problem with the tape, was there? She says, what do you mean? I said, you're here to take out my teeth. In other words, you didn't get what you wanted. You didn't get enough drama from the first interview, right? You're here to you're the specialist, aren't you? And she sort of laughed and she said, don't think of it that way. But they rolled in a producer who was a lot more experienced. In fact, she worked on that. What was that show?
Boston Med, you were telling me.
Yeah, Boston Med. So all of their work now will show up tonight, and it airs 3 times through the weekend. In fact, I have the dates here somewhere. It's 10 o'clock tonight on TLC, midnight Saturday, and 1 o'clock in the afternoon on Sunday. Left at the Altar tonight on TLC. And will you have a peek at it, you think?
I definitely will, and we got to talk about that next week. And I think it'll be so interesting knowing that background to see how much of it will they use, what will the work be like, and so forth. I mean, they certainly don't do bad work on TLC. They do unusual subjects sometimes, but their emphasis is still on humanity. So I'm hopeful, and like you said, the person worked on Boston Med, which was one of the best series of the summer. So let's hope they do a good job on it. Yeah.
Well, it's 13 minutes long, as I understand, and I'm frightened. Yeah, I'm really frightened to see how it's going to be positioned. I'm told they hired an actor to recreate some of the scenes. I'd like to know who got that job of playing me as an actor. Hopefully it's Brad Pitt or something like that.
Yeah, Redford isn't working that much now, so maybe he was. Yeah, that'd be great.
Redford would be swell.
Yeah.
All right, well, we'll talk Monday and get your reaction. It's TLC tonight at 10 o'clock, the Learning Channel. TLC is what they call it now, and it's on through the weekend, too. It's called Left at the Altar.
So looking forward to it.
Stay tuned for that. Thank you very much. And you can find Mike Hughes at MikeHughes.tv or lsj.com. Okay, Ron Van Timmeren, Celebration Cinemas. Maybe it'll be the big screen for me after I get through this network television appearance tonight. Good morning.
Yeah, how would this look 50 feet tall, Michael Patrick?
Scary.
Yeah.
The scenery would be nice, though, in Ireland.
There you go.
Gorgeous. Okay, really quickly, we have Lottery Ticket tonight. What's that about?
Well, it's asking the cinematic question, what if you lived in the hood and had the winning lottery ticket worth $370 million and couldn't cash it until Monday? I bet you'd make some friends. So does Brandon T. Jackson, Ice Cube, Keith David, Terry Crews. That's rated PG-13. Some of the best reviews of the day so far, believe it or not, for Piranha 3D. The Associated Press review in the Free Press today called it bloody awesome. It's getting 86% fresh on Rotten Tomatoes. It's an R-rated story about, well, getting eaten by piranhas. It's kind of MTV Spring Break meets Snakes on a Plane. Should be kind of fun this weekend.
Are you sure they're not Asian carp?
No, they're not.
Okay, I thought it'd be Asian carp 3D.
No, sorry. Vampires Suck, The Switch, Nanny McPhee Returns, and Hubble 3D at the IMAX all playing this weekend.
All right, it may rain this weekend. You might want to go to the movies. Ron Van Timmeren?
See you at the movies.
See you at the movies or at Firekeepers Casino. It's a Firekeepers Casino Friday, and it's Michael Patrick Shields. Back in a flash because the former Prime Minister of South Korea will be with us shortly, and Cheryl Freeborough. Stay tuned.